A young Spaniard named Fernando Alonso sat at the front of the grid here over a decade ago now. The first flash of greatness in a race that also gave us the maiden win for Kimi Raikkonen. The Malaysian Grand Prix is an event for gifted racers to climb to the top, and for those on the sidelines to find new talents. 5 lefts and 10 rights make up the 15 corners of Sepang's 3.4-mile circuit, a track where the weather always threatens to play a deciding factor. The drivers will be subjected to forces in excess of 4G in heavy braking zones in 4 of these corners, 2 of which come at the end of DRS zones into turn 1 and to turn 15. I'm joined again today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the races. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're 2 very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometres per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. It's Haas in pole position then, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Romain Grosjean and Hülkenberg, Perez, Rosberg, Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel, Massa, Bottas, Fernando Alonso and Harry Anto, Ericsson, Button, Carlos Sainz and Kevin Magnussen, Wehrlein and Nasser, Daniel Kvyat and Jolyon Palmer rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap. rest of the grid is forming up, be patient and watch for the lights. Considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Okay, copy that. Stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes. Extra fuel, so you have some in hand to run a faster engine mode for a bit. Just entered